Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2018. If you're watching live on Twitch, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the video and the channel overall. Hello Rage and hello Cortissimo, thank you guys so much for being here. And so guys, friendly reminder that tomorrow, Friday, if you're watching live, is Viewer Battles Day, and so if you're a subscriber on Twitch, you definitely get preference in when I request games. If you want to battle and you're a subscriber, you will get preference there. If you're not, then you'll have to wait until people who are subscribed are done with the games, and then I do a first come first serve basis. So today this is a deck that I have gotten a lot of requests to update. The card that's right here will be or is too heavy ball, just in case you guys, well, you guys can't see it, but I know everybody keeps asking me, wait, what's the card? Well, it's heavy ball. And hello Joe bro, thanks so much. Oh, Josh, sorry. Hello Josh, thanks so much for being here. And so today we're updating Garbodor, Golisopod. I'm not sure how viably competitive this deck will be, but I feel like this would be the way I would run it if I were playing it right now. We have Golisopod GX, 210 HP, first impression dealing 30 plus 90 damage to the active if Golisopod was on the bench this turn. And then we have Armor Press, which currently doesn't work properly. So hopefully our opponents will be good sportsmanship, will have good sportsmanship, and will play around the Armor Press and not take advantage of the bug like we did the other day. But Armor Press deals 100 damage, and then Golisopod should in theory take 20 less damage during your opponent's next turn. Finally, Crossing Cut GX deals 150, and you get to switch Golisopod out for one of your bench Pokemon. Pretty good attack, and then with a Choice Band you're able to finish off Lele's usually to finish off a match. Then we have a 4-2-2 line. I don't think the bug is fixed, Kirby, unfortunately. I don't think the bug is fixed. Then we have a 4-2-2 line of Garbodor. We have Garbotoxin with its ability that prevents other abilities as long as it has a tool card attached. And then we have Trash Avalanche, which deals 20 damage for each item card your opponent has used up so far. So we have the combination of Garbodors, and we have Rainbow Energy to make sure that we can attack with both Garbodor and Golisopod. The 4 Trubbish, the 1 Kogo, and then the two Tapu Leles. It's important. It's important to bridge it turn 1 here because of Golisopod Wimpud's Wimp Out ability and whatnot, but you really can't afford the space to play triple Lele and double Bridget. Maybe you could, but you definitely need to cycle the other supporters as well, and you do have 4 Guzma and 3 Acerola to pick something out of the active spot. Now, Golisopod bugging because it's a bug. That's pretty funny. And Vortex, do I think Glacian GX will see any play? GX ability dependent decks, aka Zoroark, have definitely been decreasing, whereas we've seen an increase in Espion Garb and Bigabulu decks showing up. So that makes Glacian GX less powerful, essentially. But it's still a pretty good deck, and actually it's the one we are going to review after Golisopod. We're gonna be reviewing Glacian Zoroark after this one. So supporters wise, we have 4N. Excuse me. We have 4 Ns because along with Garbotoxin, it's a really powerful tool. We have 4 Guzmas to target down whatever we need and to reset Golisopod's GX attack. Hello the White Snake, thank you so much for being here. And hello Injustagot, thank you so much for being here as well. So we have Acerola as well, then we have triple Sycamore and triple Cynthia for consistency purposes, and then we have a single Bridget to help us in setting up, but we do have 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Heavy Ball to help us in searching the Pokemon that we need. We have 4 Floatstone, we have triple Choice Band. Ideally we would have 4 and 4, but once again we do have to cut some corners. This deck definitely has less space than the Espion Garb decks, because it needs the much bigger Golisopod line. And then we have the one rescue stretcher to help us in recovering. Bird Boy, you mentioned that a second rescue stretcher would be good in carb decks. I agree, but I don't know if there's this space, definitely. So let's jump into the ladder and see how we do. And these are today's decks. We're playing Golisopod Garb, then we're playing Zora Glacian, and then we are playing Greninja. So next week, today's Thursday, tomorrow we will be doing viewer battles. And then I will probably, on Saturday I have a league up, which in order for me to get points I need to get to the final. But I feel like it's good preparation for Brazil, so I'm looking forward to that. And I will have Monday where I will probably be streaming. And then on Tuesday I might stream in the morning, but my flight leaves at 1 PM, so I probably won't have time. And wow, that's a decent top deck. That's a pretty nice top deck. I'm gonna get double Wimpod and Trubbish. Hello Joe Bro, thanks so much for being here, and I saw you signed up for Patreon, so thank you so much. I'm working on getting everything set up so that May is a very good month for Patreon. It's also my birthday, and I don't know if you saw the Tablemon GX like fake card that I posted. That's probably going to be the card that I'm gonna get it printed, and I'm going to that's going to be part of the rewards for the patrons, the exclusive Tablemon GX that will be signed if people want it signed. And hello UCF fan, thank you so much for being here. Okay, I have a pretty decent hand. I feel like I'm gonna attach to a Trubbish so that next turn I can retreat to Golisopod and guarantee the knockout on the Zorua. We do see fighting typing from my opponent, which could signify both Lycanroc or Lucario, or something like Sudowoodo. That's every little bit helps, Joe Bro, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Tablemon GX is OP, of course. Prontísimo, iré a League Up en la tienda Valhalla o algo así. Yeah, the Tablemon GX was pretty cool. The guy that made it for me is really talented, and so I'm looking forward to getting those printed and see how they look. And then if they're cool, that will probably, like, instead of sending commons, or there might be a tier where I send like commons, but then I will do something like make the Tablemon GX exclusive, like print only 100 of it, or maybe 50, and then the first people who sign up will be able to own the card. Okay, so it is in fact Lucario, which is good for us because we are running Trash Challenge. Now my opponent doesn't know, I guess technically for now, that we do have Trash Challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and attach the choice band, and so we're looking for a grass or rainbow energy. Hopefully a grass, to not give any tips on my to my opponent on what we are playing. However, we completely whiffed any sort of energy, which is definitely bad news. So I reckon I'm just gonna pass here. That was a very sad turn for us. Not even Garbodor in setup. Maybe I should have saved that choice band for Garbodor, but oh well. Next turn we're gonna take over, and I'm sure we'll join to what we need. Y hola manchas, muchas gracias por estar por acá. Okay, we see a Kuzma onto a Wimpod, interesting. That makes sense. Ooh, and my opponent is gonna flying flip here. Okay, so my opponent's hand, next card. It's always the next card. I swear it's always the next card. Okay, so the Rainbow Energy will give intel to my opponent on what he can expect. We don't have Field Blower, so this Parallel Seed is actually going to be stuck there for quite a while. However, we do get knockout on the Tapu Koko, and that's pretty important, especially if my opponent's hand is kind of dead. we know that he doesn't have Zoroark GX. That much we know. He might have another supporter, but he definitely doesn't have Zoroark GX. And yeah, Joe Bro, that's one of the big issues with this deck for sure. The fact that you can just very easily dead draw. Okay, so we see a Professor Kukui. That's the only draw supporter for my opponent. We see a Field Blower, that's fine. Removes the potential for us to get a GX knockout on the Lele, but that is okay, I think. And yeah, doing it to the opponent is quite fun for sure. Okay, so we do get the DC, so at least we can Armor Press. Or maybe I can GX even if I'm not getting a knockout. That would be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off abilities, and now I'm gonna Ultra Ball for another Golisopod here. Not gonna reveal the Trash Challenge just yet. Only 2 item cards, but I do feel like we need Trash Challenge to respond. We're gonna need Trash Challenge to respond to at least one Lucario. And we do not hit the Choice Band, although that's probably fine. I'm still gonna Crossing Cut GX, because if I Armor Press, my opponent will probably just attack, and therefore we will lose the Golisopod because Armor Press is bugged. So I'm gonna Crossing Cut here, and having 40 damage on Golisopod could actually be significant. So I'm gonna promote Garbodor. Hopefully it stays safe. Hopefully it stays safe. We see an Acerola. Okay, so big deal on the fact that we weren't able. Oh my gosh, are you serious? No. Okay, so my opponent had the absolute perfect response to this. The absolute perfect response. Only 2 item cards as well. Oh my. Wow. Do you think if End doesn't get reprinted, people will resort to using Judge? Maybe. Maybe. It definitely is a possibility. Okay. That was such a bad turn. That was such a bad turn for us. What do I even do here? If I only hit for 30, I feel like I'm gonna have to Armor Press here. That was such a bad turn. Okay. TCs are becoming quite useless. I definitely want to set up Garbotoxin again, but I was not expecting Acerola Lucario strong from my opponent. I was definitely not expecting that. Probably the Acerola. Okay, so let's set up Garbotoxin once again. It happened when it got rotated out the first time, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna evolve there. We are going to do that. We're gonna do this. I'll attach the DC here, sure. And then I'm gonna end. Hello, Star-Lord Charlie. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so we get a grass. We shuffle my opponent's hand. We don't know what is in there. We were definitely first impression. No, I'm gonna Armor Press. He has energy to use the GX. That's fine. Next turn I can retreat. I mean, promote this energy, retreat. It's gonna be difficult though. It's gonna be difficult to close out this game. My opponent's hand, like, he wasn't really dead drawing. Well, Charlie, I have a whole YouTube channel with 1500 videos where you can learn to play at the top level, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we still have 2 sets before rotation, so I know you can just download the online game and immediately start attacking Oh my opponent didn't have an energy. That's pretty cool. That is actually perfect. My opponent did not have an energy. Now he's played 3 item cards. Now he definitely knows that we're playing Trash Avalanche, so I'm just gonna go ahead and evolve. That Acerola is incredibly good. I almost made a misplay there. I almost misplayed. And then we are going to first impression, gonna knock out the Lucario. We didn't get punished by the GX attack, which is awesome. And we have all 4 Guzmas in our hand. That's a beautiful looking hand, but when you have the Sycamore, it's just not that great. We see a Riolu get benched, and we see an N. So I'm glad we have enough energy to armor press here. It'll be interesting to see what my opponent can do. But we do get rainbows, we do get a Guzma as well. So we're in an okay position, especially if my opponent didn't get DTE. Psycho, what would be a good deck to build that would still be pretty strong in Forbidden Light? Yeah, Greninja is definitely a deck that will still see play. Oh my opponent really got double puzzle off of that? Wow. How did my opponent get double puzzle off of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my. Okay, so I'm gonna attach Rainbow here, and then I'm gonna Sycamore. I know I have triple Guzma left, so we should be okay in that regard. My opponent does have a Field Blower, but we probably will be able to immediately replenish that. And then if I choice band here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many Acerolas will my opponent play? 5. So if I choice band, no matter what, Trash Avalanche has knockout on this Zorg. So that should be pretty good. And my opponent still needs a choice band to knock us out. If Arm Press was working properly, my opponent would not be able to knock me out. No matter what, and we would be in an amazing position. But because of the bug, it might actually be a little bit harder. And the bug is Armor Press is not reducing the damage as it should be. Startle Charlie, when am I going to stream VGC again? Probably over the weekend, so I can leave the whole week with VGC videos as well. Probably over the weekend. And no, you start with like theme decks, and then you have to play and you get coins, and then you can buy booster packs, and that's how you start building a collection. The Acerola count in this deck is 3. I'm currently running 3 Acerola in this, so I've already used them, and I'm not using Palpad. I do not have Palpad in this. Yeah, I do not have Palpad. I can show the list after this game again, no worries. Okay. Will my opponent find the choice band? I hope he doesn't. Because even if he does, he shouldn't be able to knock me out. But if he does, then he will knock me out. Well, at least not with Zork. If he had choice band, strong Lucario, then he would be able to knock me out. And well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 item cards so far. Our hand after the end is obviously not great. I'm hoping my opponent did not get the choice band here. Really hoping, so that the game ends up working out as it would have if I had Armor Press on me. Oh my gosh, he gets the hammer. No way. That hammer is almost as good as the choice band. And he's going to... No, he's not going to retreat. Okay. The White Snake, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much. Okay. So no tool card for Garbotoxin. No. Yikes. With Choice Band... Oh yeah, with Choice Band, it would have knocked out. You're right, in just a gut. I kept saying it wrong. With Choice Band, it would have been a knockout, actually. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna attach here. And then, unfortunately, I'm just gonna first impression for 30 here. So he whiffed one turn to GX knock out my Golisopod. Now we whiffed because he got the hammer. Now he has so many item cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 item cards. He's gonna target down Trash Lunch because of that. Now we do still have a stretcher, so maybe we could still have access to one Trash Lunch, but now it's not looking very good. Now it is not looking very good. And yeah, he goes after Garbotoxin so that I don't have a good response to his Lucario. So I'm gonna promote Garbodor. To do any significant damage, I need a Floatstone. Okay, so the Golisopod top deck is nice. And then I'm gonna Ultra Ball for Lele, the first Lele we're gonna use. And then I can't afford to end here because N to 3 is very weak and I would just be taking one card from my opponent's hand. So I'm just gonna Cynthia and hope for the best. Cynthia and hope for the best. And okay, so we did get the stretcher, but unfortunately we can't get the Travish into play this turn. We also did get a tool card, however it's not a Floatstone. Okay, so I'm still gonna go ahead and do it this way, and I'm gonna have to manually retreat the card. Oh no, the Choice Band had to be on Garbodor. Oh, I just messed up. I just messed up really badly. Ah, the Choice Band had to go on Garbodor. I played that in automatic. Ugh. That was so silly. That was so silly on my part. That was actually very silly. Parallel Seed is a big deal for this deck though. But you really can't afford to play Field Blower. That was so silly of me. That was in fact very silly. No, I would still be missing an energy for offensive bomb. That was so silly. I needed to prevent abilities this turn. I really needed to prevent abilities this turn. Well, my opponent has only played one Field Blower, so it's likely he has another one. How many Kuzmas? Just one Kuzma. Yeah, with ban next turn it KOs. That is true. That was my thinking. But wow, he discards the second Field Blower. Interesting. So he had the Field Blower, so I guess it technically doesn't matter. I've been digging really hard for something. We still have 2 Floatstones left as tool cards. Okay, he really wanted double puzzle, so he's gonna Acerola here. Okay. Yep, Acerola and Lucario. That GX attack that we used up on Lele and that didn't get a knockout, that is what is making this game so difficult. Like, now Lucario's gonna attack this guy. And I would assume my opponent only plays one Acerola, correct? So, and he's not taking a knockout here. He's just hitting for 170. So he's doing a lot of damage, but not taking a knockout, and that is absolutely key. Okay, so we have a big decision to make here. How many how many basic Pokemon, not basic Pokemon. How many Acerolas does my opponent have? See, the thing is, I'm down to 3 prizes, so I need these to be my last 2 prizes. If I knocked out Zoroark here, and then he evolves Riolu into Lucario and Zorua into Zoroark, which we know he has in his hand, we would be in a lot of trouble. So that's the reason why I'm targeting the Zorua right now. That's the reason why I'm doing this. We're 1 Guzma away essentially from winning. Heavy Ball doesn't help us. We've used up 4 Ultra Balls and we've used up 2 Guzmas. We know there are 2 Guzmas left, so we can top deck either the second Lele. We have 3 chances at winning this match pretty much. So yeah, that's what I was saying. If I take down the Zoroark and my opponent evolves Riolu and evolves the Zorua, I don't have anything to pick off for my last prize card. So I have to do it this way and then hope he doesn't have a second Acerola to heal the Zoroark. If he does, then it's game. But that's why I had to do it this way. Both ways, I need a Guzma to win, but this way is a better success rate, I guess, or has a better success rate because that Pokemon is damaged. Yeah, so that's the reasoning. Oh my gosh, we're gonna see Lele. Is the last card Acerola? No. And even if he Acerolas here, he loses. He uses Acerola, he loses. Like, does he have... He's only played 1 Guzma. He must have a Guzma in his hand, right? He must have a Guzma in his hand. So we need to top deck. If we don't top deck, we have a 3 in 11 chance of winning here. And that's the game. And that's the game. Yeah, so... I mean, he didn't evolve Riolu, but now he didn't need to. If I had picked up the Zoroark and he evolves Riolu and he evolves Zorua, I would not have been able to win the match. Yeah? It's more likely, based on how Zoroark Lucario works, I figured it was more likely for him to have the Lucario in his hand than for him to have a second Acerola. Just based on previous information, like uncommon Zoroark Lucario deck builds. So that was a lucky top deck, yeah. But we created that scenario, right? We created that 30, 25, 28%-ish chance to win, and we got it, yeah. If I had done it the other way, our chance of winning would have been 0%. But by doing it this way, we had a 28 or 27-ish% chance to win. So it's not always good to go for the obvious, oh, Zoroark is damaged, so I'll take that down. Yeah, it was actually better to target down the non-GX, because otherwise it would have been awkward for me to get my last prize card. I would not have been able to get my last prize card. Poker. ¿Crees que Garchomp será competitivo ahora que lo reeditan de tipo lucha? No creo, porque Garchomp ya hacía One Hit KO a muchas cosas siendo tipo dragón. Entonces, ser tipo puño tiene el mismo ataque, sigue haciendo One Hit KO a cosas, pero sigue siendo muy lento. Okay, so my opponent once again gets a turn 1 parallel, which is very annoying, honestly. Very annoying to deal with. I can't not Sycamore here, right? I really can't not Sycamore. So I'm gonna grab Coco. No, I don't think I can afford to grab Coco. This is a Zoroark deck. I have 1 Choice Band and 1 Floatstone prize too. So I'm gonna grab the Trubbish here. Pablo, is there a way to play Garbodor without Zoroark? There is a way. If you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tablemon, I believe there's very recently a video with a straight Garbodor deck, which you might want to check out. feel like that's probably one of the best ways to run the deck. And wow, we are in such a bad position right now. That's probably one of the best ways to run the deck. But it does feel like it's lacking something without Zork. Like it's very slow without Zork for sure. When I leave next Tuesday for Brazil. I leave next Tuesday for Brazil. Okay, so there's a Bridget. Once again, we have to deal with parallel. It's just annoying. And there you go. I assume Psycho just linked to my YouTube channel. There you go. Okay, guys. I think I'm back. No idea what went wrong there, but I think I'm back. Okay, so we really need a good top deck here. That's not a good top deck. Ah, that is definitely not a good top deck. Why is this happening? I want to showcase the deck. I mean, this is one of the weaknesses of the deck, definitely. This is one of the weaknesses of the deck. We'll bring up a Zorg, I guess. And pass. So yeah, we have a very nice looking bench, but our hand is just really sad. And my opponent immediately has the field blower, so nothing we can do about this. This is just the inherent reason why this deck is just not good. It's super clunky. It's really clunky. And even if you weren't playing Trash Avalanche, like I'm already playing 10 draw support turns. Would playing 12 make a difference? Not a significant one, I don't think. Refresh. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the stream, but we should be good. Okay, so yeah, Kuzma knockout Garb, and that should be game. If we don't top deck something here, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede and trying to find a better match for this. What time did I start? Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and concede. No reason to stay in the match. It's ironic because Golisopod Garb would obviously be a great counter to Zork, Rock. However, not with those hands, and not when your opponents just keep getting the turn 1 parallel CD. There's just nothing you can do about that. And the deck just doesn't have the space to play either a different counter stadium or field blowers. Definitely no chance, or no space rather. Okay, so we win the coin flip, which is nice for a change. And yeah, so is the stream good now, guys? Is everything okay? Hope it is. I hope it is. Okay. So once again we start rubbish, and we can't afford to bridge it because of our yucky looking hand. I have no idea what happened, honestly. I don't think I can afford to Sigma away all these cards. So I'm just gonna grab a Cynthia. I'm gonna attach the DC to the Trubbish. I'm gonna Heavy Ball for a Wimpod. Wow, once again? No. Try refresh. I think the stream should be working right now. What? my video preview is showing me online and it's showing what I'm doing. Okay, I think I pass here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Okay, so we see the resource management Oranguru. This could be aggro Hoopa, which would be fine because we have Garbodor or Garbotoxin to shut off, and we also have Trash Lunch, I guess. So both really good choices against the Hoopa. And yeah, this should be aggressive Hoopa. Now, getting rid of this Oranguru is not very significant because we do have Garbotoxin. Thank you for hanging out, Bird Boy. Thank you for hanging out. And okay, so we keep running into the issue of no grass energy. However, I feel like this time around we should bridge it. We should bridge it simply because we can afford it, honestly. Touch the DC here and then I'll pass. Like, we're not in any hurry and we can afford the time to get our stable setup going. The energy count is 4 rainbow, 4 DC, 2 grass. Maybe I should be playing 3 DC, 3 grass, and 4 rainbow. Maybe that could help. Or it could just be coincidence that we just keep drawing 4 DCs, or all the DCs first. It's not that big a deal, honestly. Salud. Okay. So yeah, 4 rainbow, 2 grass, and 4 DCs. Send energy to the Hoopa. Might see a retreat into the resource management Hoopa? No. We see a retreat into regular Hoopa. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and Floatstone. Gonna go ahead and Choice Band even though it doesn't really help me. And there's a grass and there's the Ultra Ball. So I'm gonna discard this and not a Acerola. Discarding the Sycamore is tempting. We would be dead drawing. However, yeah, the argument to keep the rainbow is it activates Acerola, my opponent whiffs, and that way I can just keep recycling. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll set up Garbotoxin and then Acerola and Kuzma consecutively guarantee. Okay, there's the victory. 4 rainbow, 2 grass, and 4 DCs. Win-win. Okay, so I think that's gonna be all for Golisopod Garbodor. The first game showed its potential. The second game showed how it can very badly brick. So we're gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna move on to Zoroark Glacian. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and for watching. If you're watching live on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We will be doing 2 more decks. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. So I will be right back, guys, with Zoroark Glacian deck and gameplay.